Now, the truth about how 2 voicemail messages were deleted from Millie Dowler's mobile phone may never be known, police have told the Leveson inquiry today. The News of the World newspaper has previously admitted hacking into the murdered teenager's voicemail. Well, our Home Affairs correspondent Andy Davies was at the inquiry today, so what was said?
Well, you have to rewind to last July and that explosive Guardian newspaper headline which revealed that the News of the World had hacked into Millie Dowler's phone during the police hunt. Arguably the headline which forced the closure of the News of the World. But underneath it, there was a further claim that not only had they hacked into her voicemail, that they'd actually deleted some messages to free up space for more messages to be left. And that, in effect, gave the family false hope that she was alive because they thought that she might have been deleting those voicemails. Reported as fact by The Guardian at the time, but contradicted last December by the police. Today, Scotland Yard said they've been looking into this matter and that the most likely cause of the voicemails being deleted, which led to that false hope moment, weren't as a result of a News of the World journalist deleting them, but as a natural automatic deletion by the phone after 72 hours. So The Guardian today once again expressed regret that it had reported that as fact. However, the police did say there were 2 voicemails which had gone missing after that voicemail, after that false hope moment, but it just simply wasn't possible to say with any certainty whether they'd been manually deleted, and it probably never would be possible to conclude on that.
So what's been the reaction of the Dowler family today, then?
Well, a very short statement from the family saying many unanswered questions, but particular criticism reserved for Surrey police who handled the initial investigation. In the words of their lawyer, an utter failure, they said, to investigate the claims or the fact that the News of the World had hacked into her voicemail in 2002. Their statement was read out by their lawyer, who was watched by a former witness at the inquiry, the actor Hugh Grant, who made another appearance today.
Police neglect and deference meant that it took the relentless efforts of one journalist to uncover what the police knew had gone on. And whilst we would never have wished to have been thrust into the middle of this extraordinary scandal, on top of what we've already had to deal with as a family, we continue to have faith that his efforts and the efforts of the inquiry and Operation Wheating will have a lasting positive impact.
And there have been more revelations today, haven't there, about David Cameron's contact with the former News International boss, Rebekah Brooks, and particularly some interesting texts between the two of them.
Some intriguing texts revealed in an updated biography on David Cameron that apparently he texted Rebekah Brooks in the week she resigned as the News International CEO, telling her to keep her head up. And an interesting comment attributed to the Cabinet Minister Oliver Letwin, talking about the relationship the government's had with Rebekah Brooks, saying that if you're on the same side as her, you have to see her every week. This was how it worked. Well, however it worked between David Cameron's government and News International will be the subject of intense scrutiny over the next 2 days as Andy Coulson, his former head of communications, appears before the inquiry tomorrow, followed by Rebekah Brooks herself on Friday. And a lot of people have been waiting a long time to hear these 2 people speak publicly about this whole affair.
Andy, I know you'll be watching closely. Thank you. Krish.